Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's super exciting new release video. I am so happy to be able to get this up a little bit early for you guys. I wanted to surprise you and get this up on Tuesday, just a whole day early to give you more time to kind of think about, you know, what you want to do for 2024. And I just could not wait. I could not wait to share the new hub with you guys. This is such a huge upgrade. It's amazing. Yeah, let's just get into it because honestly, I just cannot wait. So, whoo, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have the portrait version and the landscape version. As you can see, this is the Hub 2.0. So I had released the original Hub, I want to say like 2 years ago, something like that, and it has been amazing. You guys have loved the Hub, the customization of it, the flexibility of it, and all of that, and this honestly takes it up like 100 notches. I'm so excited. So without further ado, let's get into it because I'm like seriously giddy over here. Oop, there's one of the layouts. Let me go to the cover. I will be sharing all the layouts with you guys. So, all right, so here is the cover, same cover as the 2024 Prosper Planner. I released the Prosper Planner last week, and just right off the bat, just to kind of clarify the difference, the 2024 Prosper Planner is a dated, ready-to-go planner. The monthly, weekly, and daily pages are all set in that planner. This Hub 2.0 is more of a build-as-you-go type of system. It is a one-time purchase, so you buy it one time, you can reuse it every single year, and it's got that same feature as the previous Hub. You can just download a fresh copy every year and rebuild it, and it's amazing. Lots of flexibility in this. So if you are more of a functional, you know, just ready-to-go type of planner, the Prosper Planner is probably going to be the best bet for you. It's dated, it's ready to go. The pages in it are super functional. I went with very functional pages with lots of space to write out to-do lists and things like that. This is more of a, you want more of a creative approach to it, I would say. There's definitely functional elements, of course, but this is definitely more of like a hands-on, build as you go, customize it type of deal. So just wanted to kind of explain that difference there. I will eventually film a video really going through the differences of everything at some point. That is on my list, but just wanted to mention that real quick just to clarify. Okay, so here's the cover. If you tap here or swipe, it's going to take you to the home page. The home page looks very similar to the Prosper Planner, but there are some significant differences, as you can probably tell. So up here, it's going to say P2P Planner Hub 2.0. You're still going to have this space to write some inspiration or some pictures. You still have a link to the P2P Vault, which is going to be actually very essential for this planner because it's going to have mini dated calendars that you'll use in this planner, and I'll share that with you in just a moment. And then it has a link to join the P2P community on Facebook, a support and info page, and then you've got your extra dividers here, and each month has its own index. So here's January, and as you can see, there are 8 dividers for January. So that's the home page. The buttons over here, this is the home button that's going to take you to this page. This is just a really great way to see an overview of each month and what is in each divider. And then here you have the annual pages, the template pages, each monthly page or monthly divider, the Apple integration, Google integration, and the power button, which takes you back to that cover. So that's how it's all going to work. I do have a separate video showing how to set this up if you do want to use the Apple Calendar and Google Calendar links in your planner. So, and there's also instructions provided in the support and info page, as well as an additional PDF that's in the Dropbox and everything. So lots of instructions of how to find everything. Okay, so let's go to the annual page. So here's the annual page. If you are familiar with the previous Hub, same setup. You're gonna have some gray boxes where you can put the mini months, and I'm gonna share with you what that looks like. So you can find these in the vault. I do have a, let's see, did I pull those over? I thought I did. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, so I did share a video showing how to access the vault, so definitely check that out. It also gives a tour of where to find things and everything, how to download stuff. But what you're gonna do is you're just gonna simply pull these over. So they come in Monday start and Sunday start. So I'm gonna pull the Sunday start over, that's just what I prefer. And it's basically a sticker, and you resize it to go on top of that gray mark here. Now what's really cool about this is that these gray boxes are hyperlinked, so when you put a month there, if you tap on it, it's going to take you to that monthly index page. And this is kind of the replacement for just the month divider. There's more functional space here, but we'll get to that in just a moment. So you would go through, put each calendar in, and then you have a spot for like a key or to write notes and things like that, so you can easily see all of your year at a glance here. And every year this will be updated with the mini calendar. So you just go in and plop those in. So that's the annual page, that's page 1, and then page 2 you still have this grid here where you can put like pictures or write goals or plan for the next year ahead, however you want to do it. But that is that. So that's how the mini calendars work, and anytime you see this gray box here, that means that that's a placeholder for the mini month. Now, let's go to the monthly dividers. So this is very different than the previous hub system. In the previous system, it said January, and that was it, and you just put a 1 month planner behind it and you were good to go. Obviously, there's been some changes. So you, again, can take this little mini month. Let's go ahead and lasso and copy this. And we'll go to our divider here, which you can also obviously hit this button here, and you can paste, and you can just put this right on top, and then that way you have that little mini calendar that you can reference. And I think that's really, really helpful just to kind of get a glance at the month. Now, I wanted to provide more functionality to this page. This is a way that you can plan ahead for the month. You can start writing in important dates or to-dos for that month here. You can put pictures or quotes or notes down here. You've got sticky notes where you can also do notes, and then you've got this little like quad table dealio here where you can put like, you know, to be read, or like whatever's important to you, whatever you're working on for that month, maybe inspiration for a project you're working on, whatever it may be. And then you have your index here too, where you can label all of your dividers. So this is a very different setup again from the previous hub. More functionality, just more space where you can get organized, keep track of things. You know, if you want to just see something at a glance, you can put down your goals, birthdays, you know, monthly to-dos, whatever you are working on. It's totally flexible. You can label things whatever you would like and all of that. So that's how that works. And then if you swipe over, or if you tap right here, oops, and let me turn my pen tool off. If you tap on the January index here, it's going to take you back to the home page. If you tap on a month here, it's going to take you to this page here. So lots of hyperlinking. I'm really big into that. I want things to be easy to navigate. So you can go to divider 1 here, and you're going to see that same index where you can just copy and paste all of your labels here over onto here, and all of the dividers are set up that way. So it will put a gray highlight for whichever divider you are on. So that's how the months are set up. You get your dashboard page, and then you get your dividers. So that's how it's going to work for every month down the way. And then once you get to the end, so here's December, once you flip through, you are going to see all the templates. I did a sneak peek of the templates yesterday. Oh, here's all your extra dividers. So if you want to put some extra things in here that you don't necessarily want to track monthly, like an annual review or something like that, or maybe you just want to put all the books you read behind one divider here, you don't want to do that per month. That gives you some more space to work with. But then you're going to get to the templates themselves. Now there are instructions in the support and info for how to use templates, and then I also did a dedicated video to share how that all works too. So it's very simple though. You just copy and paste basically, and I will just show you real quick how it works too here. Now some of you might be wondering, what about 1 month planners? Those aren't quite ready to launch yet. My goal is to launch one of the layouts hopefully tomorrow, Wednesday. They're still under construction. I want to just test them a little bit more, make sure they're good. But I'm not going to be able to release a ton of 1 month planners. It's going to be a slow trickle, like maybe one every week or something. I'll figure it out, but I'll share like a sneak peek of what they kind of look like, but there'll be a dedicated video to the 1 month planners. You can still absolutely use them in the Hub system. So if you're used to the 1 month planner, that's what you prefer, you can absolutely put them behind one of your dividers, but you have the templates here too. So if you are familiar with the no frills system and the templates there, this is kind of going to mimic that a little bit more. So just to kind of clarify that, and I'll show all of this in action. Okay, so you've got 2 pages of templates. These templates here came with the 2024 Prosper Planner, and there's a video that shares all of these up close, like an up close look at all of them, all the details. I will do a flip through here too as well, so if you just want to see a quick flip through, that'll be part of this video. But then you've got all of these templates right here too. So you're gonna have monthly calendars with Monday start and Sunday start. That is a piece of feedback we received from the No Frills. You guys wanted to see all the Sunday start group together, all the Monday start group together, and all of that. So we've got that split up for you here, so everything's super organized and easy to find. But as you can see, lots of options, and we'll go through everything here. Some of you have wanted monthly views with a sidebar. Now you got it. Lots of options. And then you're gonna have your weekly layouts, which those have been upgraded and changed a little bit. And then a bunch of daily layouts too. And again, they're all separated by Monday and Sunday start. The only weekly layout you're not gonna see in Sunday start is the work week layout. That just goes Monday to Friday. If your work week is not Monday to Friday, you can always cover those up and change the date and stuff like that. But yeah, so let's start going through all the templates and I will share them with you. So I am just going to kind of blow that up a little bit more so you guys can see. Okay, so the monthly calendars are going to come in both 5 week and 6 weeks. There's 3 versions and they come in Monday start and Sunday start. So this is version 1 of the monthly calendar, just super basic. You've got 5 rows for the month. And then there's space up here, of course, for writing the month in or putting washi, however you want to do it up there. This next one is the 6 week version 1 option. Then you have the one with the sidebar. So you're going to have some lines here for notes or a to-do list, as well as a placeholder where you could put a little glance at maybe the month ahead. So say this is January that you're planning for right here. You could put the February mini calendar right here, and then you can kind of be able to look ahead that way. So that's the option with the sidebar. Here's the 6 week option. And then we have a monthly calendar with lines. That is something that I've gotten requests for as well. So I wanted to provide a monthly calendar with lines. I think this will be really helpful for budgeting. If you want to, like, you know, write a little note for each day. Whoops. My camera does not like the full white screen. So, but same deal. So 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and then with the sidebar. And then we've got this one here. So this is version 3. So the lined version here is version 2. This is version 3. You're going to see a table over here with 1 through 31, and it goes 30 days, 29, and 28 as per usual. Then you get this little calendar over here and a little spot for notes. So my whole thinking with this, if you wanted to, you could put in your workouts each day, and then you could maybe write how many calories you burned or how the workout went over here. You could use this for budgeting. Maybe you put your bills due over here, and then over here you write in your total spent for each day. So this is meant to be just sort of a different type of way to plan out your month. You could write in your goals down here, however you want to do it. Put the title of the month up here, and then as I mentioned, you can use this little calendar for something else, color coding, whatever it may be. And then you can write like little notes to yourself or track like statistics or whatever you want to do over here. So this is kind of a totally different new type of monthly layout, and I love it. I think it's going to really come in handy for a lot of different things. So You can put in your steps each day over here, however you want to do it. But you get all of those in 6 weeks and in 5 weeks, and then with Monday start and Sunday start. And then we jump into the weekly layout. So we have the box layout here, which is pretty much the same. The checklist layout is a little bit different. So you're gonna see a box where you can kind of write in your events for that day, and then you get a little checklist below it, and then you've got some space down here that you can work with for stickers or widgets, however you wanna do it. And then we have the classic look, so you're gonna have a sidebar over here, and then 3 rows where you can write in. If you're familiar with Erin Condren, this is a very classic Erin Condren type of layout. So very popular in the planner community, very functional because you can kind of split it up. You can do like, you know, events for the day, and then maybe your personal checklist and your work checklist, however you want to do it. But that's the classic layout. And then we get into the functional. So this is very similar to the Prosper Planner weekly layout. This is functional version 1. So you've got checklists over here, you have the weekly overview here, the habit tracker, a spot for a mini calendar, a sticky note, and then you can write in your events up here. Then we have functional version 2, so this is more of a split one. So you've got your days over here and over here, a little habit tracker below, weekly overview, sticky notes, a spot for a mini calendar, and then checklist right here. So functional is just very like, more like a form. You fill it in and all of that. Of course, you can decorate very easily too, so it's very versatile in that way, but this is a really great option if you're one of those that don't really like blank space and you just need it to be more of like a functional, hence the layout name of it, the functional layout. And then here is the third option, very similar to the no frills. So you've got these big boxes here kind of split up, and then you've got your checklist, your weekly overview, a habit tracker with more habits because I was able to fit more, and then a sticky note and a little spot for your mini calendar. So that's functional version 3. And then we have memory keeping. I've actually seen a lot of people use this for like health and fitness too, or homeschooling, pictures of like what you're doing each day, or putting a picture of your Apple Watch in here. So you've got each day of the week, and then a favorite memory down here, which you can retitle this very easily too if you wanted to track something else, maybe like if you're doing health and fitness, maybe you're taking progress pictures. If you want to put a progress picture here, you know, however you want to do it. But I love this layout. It's always been a really fun layout. And what's really nice is that these pages are so big. The No Frills Planner, I did love the sidebar. I know I've gotten a few of you who have said you're gonna miss that sidebar, and I love that sidebar too. But it was a larger sidebar, so you've got a lot more space now within the hub using this. And then we've got the open space layout. So this is the horizontal. This is the split, so as you can see, open space, there's just a lot of open space to do whatever. And then you have the vertical as well, and this looks a little bit different too. So that's a really fun one though. You could put like your dinners in for each day, and then the events, and then whatever you want over here. There's so many different ways to use these layouts. And then we have the also popular productivity. A lot of you use and love the productivity layout. I have used it a lot in the past too, and I love it. So you've got 5 rows that you can title whatever you want for each day of the week. And then there was space for a little sidebar over here too. And then we have the so scheduled, so a little spot to maybe do like a to-do list or some deco up here, and then a spot for your schedule below and sidebar over there. Then we have the time blocking as well. So this is just all hourly and meant for time blocking. So that is that one. And then the widget layout, which I love the widget layout. Anytime you guys share pictures of using the widget layout, I'm like, I need to use that layout more. It's just really fun and different. So this is the widget layout. And then the work week layout. So all the Monday starts are grouped together. So there is the months, the weeks, and then now we get into the daily. So the daily, this is your blank space, which huge blank space over here. And you're gonna have morning, afternoon, evening options, as well as a timed calendar over here too. So I know some people really prefer the morning, afternoon, evening, and then some people prefer the hours. So I wanted to provide both options in here. So here you would write the date, circle which day of the week it is, put your checklist, and then put in your events for the day, and same concept over here. So everything in here is undated, but dating it hardly takes any time. It's very quick and easy to do, so it allows you to just use what you need when you need it. If you need a daily page, want to switch up your weekly layouts. I'll share some ideas that I have for how I'm going to set mine up in a little bit, but yeah, so blank space dailies, and then we get into the functional dailies. So this is very similar to the daily add-on, which the daily add-on I released last week, and it's more of a linked, you know, have 31 days to put in every month, and it's linked, and that's if you're a heavy daily user. I would recommend that add-on. If you're just needing a daily here and there, these templates will be great for you. I personally like to use dailies as a dashboard type of deal where I erase and reuse it on a day-to-day basis whenever I feel like I need it. I don't use dailies every single day. It honestly just really depends on what we have going on. If it's a super busy day, I need to just dump my brain out onto my planner, then dailies really come in handy for that. So this is the functional version 1. You have the weather up here, a spot for a mini calendar, some checklists, these little functional columns here, your top 3, and then morning, afternoon, evening, and some sticky notes. And then same thing over here. And you've got a space over here where you can write in if it's Monday, you know, which day of the week it is. You could put the number of the day, if it's the 7th or whatever it may be. So hopefully you guys are able to see this okay and everything too. But so you've got the morning, afternoon, evening, and then the hourly time blocking one over here too. And then here's functional version 2. So this is morning, afternoon, evening, checklist, sticky notes, very similar to the Prosper Planner daily layout. And then here's the time blocking option. And then we have memory keeping or journaling. So you could put pictures here. You could also do quotes or whatever inspires you. So you've got little placeholders where you can put little photos in or quotes or whatever, and then lots of space to write in your journaling for the day. So if you're a heavy journaler, I think this is such a fun layout. And then we get in the wellness, and the wellness has changed a lot, and I love this so much. I definitely want to use this. So with all of these daily layouts, by the way, I'm going to turn all of these into daily add-on options eventually. So there's currently just one daily add-on option, but I am eventually going to have several options. So if you really like one of these daily layouts and you want it in that daily add-on format, you use a daily every day, you're a big daily user, then these are going to be great for you. It's just a matter of time. So I'm trying to like prioritize and figure out how much, like when to do things. But my goal is to have as much out as I can, as quickly as I can, and all of that. So anytime I put new things in the shop, you guys know, new release days are Wednesdays, and I'll always let you know on Facebook and Instagram. So the wellness one, you've got a spot to put in the date. You can circle the day of the week. You could put like the month up here, the month name if you wanted to, or just some deco. And then the weather, you can color in what the weather looks like right in the temperatures here. There's a little mood where you can color in the face of the mood that you are that day. You can highlight your sleep, how many hours of sleep you got. You can write in what you're grateful for, 3 things you're grateful for. Meals and hydration, you can put breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and then color in your circles here. I did 10 of them because I feel like you can split things up really easily. For example, if you are doing 80 ounces of water a day, then each circle would be 8, you know, and you'd color it in. A spot to write in movement, that could be anything. You could be tracking your calories, you could be tracking your steps, you could be doing both. Like, I just wanted to keep that very open for you to write in whatever your movement looks like for that day, and then a little spot to write in self-care, whatever that might look like for that day for you. Then you have today's agenda. So this is more of a space where you can put in, all the times of the day. You could just put like whatever appointments you have, if there's a specific time you want to do something, whatever it might be, but this is a very flexible option to just write in what is going on that day. And then we have your top 3 right here, top 3 tasks, a spot for your mini calendar, some sticky notes there, some lists here, and then a big old spot for notes or pictures, whatever you want to put there. So that is the wellness layout. I, again, absolutely love how it turned out. So that is that. And then we just jump right into the Sunday start option. So all of those options I just shared with you, but in Sunday start format. So if you use Sunday start, which I do from the months, you would copy and paste that here. And then I use Sunday start month and Monday start week. That's what I do. So those are the templates I would use. Now, for your second page of templates, again, it's exactly the same as before. You don't have a 2025 calendar in here because this is undated. That's the whole purpose of it, is that you can just reuse it over and over again. It's just a one-time purchase. So all of the templates here are exactly the same. There's annual goals, annual review, annual tasks. Again, I did a very detailed video walking through each of these templates in a separate video if you want to take a look. And I'll share examples of how I might set stuff up. So, okay, so let me just share with you, and I'm trying to decide if I wanna like go through. Oh, one thing I wanted to share, if you're on a layout here, if you tap at the top, it's gonna take you back to this template page. And then if you're on the second page here, say I'm at gifts to buy, if you tap here at the top, it's gonna take you back to this page here. So if there's a title on it, the title will take you back to that given template page, or of course you can always tap this button over here, this template button over here. So let's see. Oh, budget. So that's another thing I'm going to be releasing, is going to be more like 1 month. I really enjoy planning on a 1 month basis because honestly, I feel like I just love being able to switch things out on a month-to-month basis. Like it helps me to compartmentalize and really just stay focused and everything. But here's a bunch of budget templates. I feel like I'm all over the place all of a sudden because I'm just so excited and I have so much I want to share with you guys. But I feel like I need to like at least flip through this a little bit. Again, check out the video for templates. It shows how to use them. I'll share it with you really quick in this video too, but it's all the same as what was in the Prosper Planner and everything. So lots of options to go with here. And I'll just kind of flip through. You guys can see there's the photo collage pages. I love those. Quarterly planning, that's one that I would stick in like an extra divider in the home screen. You know, templates that you don't need to access as often, I would say. But it's just so nice, like say you have a special event for the month, like we have my daughter's birthday party. I can copy and paste this into December when I need it, versus having it every single month and there's months that I don't need it. So you're able to just use templates you need in the months you need. Sometimes you might need all 8 dividers. Other times you might need 2, you know? It all just depends, but travel plans, if you're traveling that month, like it just meets you where you are at, and that's what I love about it. Whatever you are focused on, whatever you are working on, that's how that works. So that's the whole planner. You've got all the month sections, all the templates, things like that. Now let's talk a little bit about how I, for example, would probably set mine up. I would probably do divider 1 monthly calendars, and I would, if I want several calendars, I could paste them back to back, or I could have a dedicated divider for each calendar. So that's one way to do it. You could do your monthly calendars behind one, or you could have like 5 monthly calendars, however you want to do it. And then I would put my weeklies in one. So the way I would do it is I would do my monthly calendars, my weekly layouts, and then I would do my daily dashboard. So I would just copy and paste one template, but you can also just copy and paste multiple if you want to. You could just go and grab one each day and add it if you wanted to do that. I would maybe do like reading here and then budgeting. Like I said, for Maddie, we have her birthday, so I would paste like special event here, maybe do some notes or like a photo collage to do some memory keeping. Maybe do like the 1 line per day to do some journaling, all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and grab a monthly calendar that I would use. So I would do Sunday start. Let's do the 5-week basic. This is probably the one I would use personally most often. So what I would do is I would go to these 3 little circles here. I'd hit copy page. I would go back to January, navigate to divider 1, hit the plus symbol here, and hit paste page. Now if I wanted several pages, I could easily duplicate this page. I could go to my little thumbnails here, and then I could click on this little down arrow and hit duplicate. And as you see, now there's 2 monthly calendars back to back. So you can put as many calendars in there as you want. If you only need one, you could do just one. And what's really nice about templates is all the links over here are maintained. So I can easily just get right back to this January dashboard page anytime I want to. You also say you're in divider 1. You could also just say I'm on my monthly calendar. I can just swipe back over here and I'm back at my index here. So there's a lot of ways to get around very, very quickly in here too, which is really nice because you're not going to have the linked weeks and linked days. That's the whole, you know, premise of the build as you go type of deal. Okay, so let's see what else I would probably want to do. Maybe for my week, I want to do the functional layout. I've been really gravitating towards that a lot lately. So again, I'd hit the little circles, hit copy page, go back to January, go to divider 2 where I'd be keeping my weeklies, hit the plus symbol and hit paste page. And now I have my weeks. Now what I like to do is paste the current week right behind that divider. That way I only have to swipe once and I'm at the current week. You can do it to where you are pasting in order. So say you've got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, but then you're gonna have to swipe through to get to the current week, if that makes sense. So I always like to just paste it right behind the divider. That way I just swipe, boom, there I am, you know. So there's that. And then let me share with you how to import an add-on. So say I do want dailies, and let me just label this real quick. So I'm gonna not do this very pretty because, you know, so this is my monthly, this is my weekly, this is my daily. Now let's say I want to, and what I would do, by the way, too, is I'd figure out what you're doing each month, and then I would go in and I would copy and paste this on your index, like for each divider. That way it's just ready to go. So you would just have to copy and paste it 8 times and it would be ready to go. It's very quick and easy to do, but that way everything's labeled and good to go. Okay, now I want to go, and these are all hyperlinked too. I want to go to divider 3 where I'm gonna put my daily. So I have my daily add-on currently saved on my desktop in my files. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this plus symbol here, and then I'm going to go to import. And then I am going to go to my desktop, and as you can see, I've got my daily add-on version 1 portrait Monday start here. Again, this launched last week and there are gonna be other versions released in the future. So I'm going to tap on that, I'm gonna hit open. And what it's going to do is it's going to import it directly behind that divider. So you can see it imported it and boom, there we go. And this is the beauty of it too, you guys. So I personally really like using daily layouts, but in a portrait format. You don't have to import the landscape version if you are using the landscape hub. So you could have your hub in landscape, and then you can do your add-ons in portrait mode. So that way, I really like my dailies in portrait. I can just have my daily like that. You just flip your iPad. Now what I will say is, if you paste templates from the portrait version of the hub into the landscape version of the hub, the hyperlinks are not going to work. Okay, they're not gonna work. So just a little FYI there, let me just show you what I mean. So say I'm in my portrait hub right here, and I'm like, oh, I want a daily layout. I'm gonna pick the wellness one. So this is the wellness one. The portrait all looks a little different, obviously, because it's a different orientation, but I love this one so much. So I'm gonna hit copy page, okay? And then I'm going to go to, let's just try this in divider 8. And I'm gonna hit the plus, and I'm gonna hit paste page. When I tap on these buttons down here, they're not gonna work. So just be aware of that. You can absolutely paste a portrait if you just want it as like a dashboard, because you get both the landscape and portrait versions of the hub in one purchase. That way, you know, confusion's avoided and all that kind of stuff. And you get to try both, which I think is nice. But these buttons down here will not work. So just be aware of that. So if I tap on January, it's not going to take me to January of my landscape hub. So very important clarification there. Now, if I put an add-on in, add-ons are hyperlinked. So this is my add-on. So this is a hyperlinked document where these buttons are going to work within that specific document. You're essentially merging two documents together, but that does not mean that the hyperlinks sync. So hopefully I'm explaining that well. But what you would do to get back to the divider, say I'm in my add-on here, say I'm going, okay, I'm going to go into my daily, I need to plan out the day. Today is what? Today is the 28th. So I'm going to tap on the 28th here and I'm going to plan out my day. Okay. If I want to get back to my divider, I could tap on the 1 here to get back to the first page. For the portrait version of the daily add-on, you can also tap right here at the top and then you just swipe back over and then you're back here. You can always flag pages too. So say I want to flag all my dividers, I can hit this little flag button up here. See how that turned red? And then when I go to my thumbnails and I go to favorites, I can get very quick access to that page that way. So that's another way you can do it to navigate around nice and quick. So, but that's how you would import an add-on. That's how you would add in templates. Say I want to also do some reading. I'm gonna do my bookshelves and you can put the cover of the book here. You can rate it right here. I want to copy this. Now I'm going to release some bookshelves that have linked review pages too if you like to do reviews, but this is just a really great way if you just want to see what you read and just do a quick rating. That's a really great way to do that. So I'm going to put this behind divider 4. Hit plus. Make sure after is selected. We always want our page to go after our divider. Paste page, and then there we go. Now I have reading in here too. So as you can see, I have my daily add-on. Or you can put like a daily template, you have your weeks, you have your months. It's totally flexible however you want to set it up. Maybe you don't use weeks hardly at all. Maybe, ooh, should we share a, let's share a sneak peek of the 1 month planner. So I'm gonna go to a fresh start here, February. So say you wanna use a 1 month planner. This is a sneak peek. Again, these are not available in the shop quite yet, but hopefully they will be very soon. So I'm gonna just put as my label, I'm just gonna put, this is my 1 month planner. Okay, so we do that. And then maybe on the other dividers, I have my budget, or I have, you know, my monthly goals, my monthly review, some journaling, some memory keeping. So say you wanna use your 1 month planner as totally separate. Your 1 month planner is a really good option too if you like linked dailies, and you guys will see what I mean. So let's go ahead and, again, I'm gonna go ahead and copy this. And I'm gonna go to divider 1 and we're just going to go ahead and label that. I'm gonna take my lasso and put that there. And then your 1 month planner, you're gonna import the same way we did the daily add-on. So I'm gonna hit this plus symbol. I'm going to go to import. And then I'm going to go to my desktop and I'm trying to think of where I put it. Functional 1 month planners, time blocking. This is a sneak peek. Now let's say I want my 1 month planner in portrait. You've got several options here. So there's 5-week portrait, 6-week portrait, and then there's Sunday, Sunday, Monday, Monday, Sunday, Monday, all the usual suspects there. So let's say I want to do the 5-week one here. This should be Sunday start and then Monday start if it's in alphabetical order. Sunday and then, let me double check. Monday, yes. It's in alphabetical order. So it'll go Monday, Monday at the top, Sunday, Monday, and then Sunday, Sunday. Okay. So here's my 1 month planner. Again, this is a sneak peek. So this is if I want just my whole month planner, all my life plans in one space. And I want to use these other dividers for something else. You can totally do that. not a problem. So I'm in my 1 month planner and I've got my 3 calendars, I've got my weekly layouts, and then I have my daily layouts too right here. So, and then the 1 month planners are going to have dividers, their own dividers too. So this is a really good option if you want your meal plans just all in your 1 month planner. You want your budget all in your 1 month planner. And then you want to use your other dividers for something else in the hub itself. This kind of extends it in terms of how many dividers you can use. If you don't need them, it's just 5 pages in the 1 month planner. No biggie, just ignore the buttons. You don't have to use them. They can be there. You can delete them if you want to delete them. But the 1 month planners are going to have hyperlinked days. So if I tap on Monday, it's going to take me to Monday. If I tap on the month here, it's going to take me to the month. These little corners are hyperlinked dailies too. So I've gotten a lot of questions like, are there going to be hyperlinked dailies in the 1 month planners? The answer is yes. Yes, there are lots of hyperlinks. Tap on Saturday, it's going to take me back to that week for that day. It'll always let you know which week you're in. So I'm in week 2 up here. So I am going to do a more in-depth total tour of this, but this is the functional one that I am working on currently to release in the shop. And again, I'm hoping to get it up as soon as I can. It all just depends. I wanted to get this video up early, so I'm kind of focusing on this. And then I still have more versions of this to design today. So the daily, for example, is going to come with the hourly, but also the morning, afternoon, and evening option too, so that you can pick which one you want. Because I know some of you really don't like the hours, some of you love them, and so I wanted to provide options. But so yeah, and this is what the dailies will look like, unless this little part over here changes. So very functional, very easy to use, track your weather, all that. But I'm kind of getting a little off course here. So if I tap on the top here, it's going to take me back to the very first page, swipe over, I'm back in here. So it can work the exact same way the previous hub did, where you just put your 1 month planner, maybe use these dividers for something else. You don't have to use them at all if you don't want to. You could easily cover them up if you want to do that. But that is the hub, you guys. Let me just share with you the portrait version. Okay, so all your buttons are on the bottom here. Home, calendar, here's home. So you guys can just kind of see the difference of them. But like I said, all the buttons are down here. Your annual calendar is there. You can tap here to get to your dashboard. So you've got your index, sticky notes, lists, a spot for your mini calendar there too. And then here's what the divider page looks like. So each month again is set up the exact same way. You just flip through, you get your dashboard, your 8 dividers. And then of course the templates are gonna look a little bit different in this as well. So if I go to the monthly calendars, this is what they look like for portrait. So just kind of flip through. You got your sidebar down here, a little spot for a calendar. You can also just cover all this up if you don't want it there. So there's all that. The lines are in here as well. I love that there's lined calendars now, by the way. I'm probably gonna use that for budgeting, I think. But lots and lots of options. So you kind of get it. It's all the same, except just it looks a little different, obviously. And you get both. You get the portrait, as I mentioned, you get portrait and landscape in one purchase. So you can kind of look at both if you want. If you're a portrait user, you know, you're still gonna have all the same stuff that the landscape has. It's just everything's configured a little bit differently. But I love this wellness page, you guys. I love this. I think this is gonna be the next daily add-on I put out because I just love it so much and I wanna use it. If I end up using daily pages each day. I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe I'll change. That wellness one makes me want to use a daily page every day, so you never know. And then we get to Sunday start. But yeah, so you get the gist of it. All the templates look kind of the same and everything. But anyways, guys, that is the Hub 2.0. didn't want this video to be super long. Obviously it kind of is. I just wanted to do lots of demonstrations. I will have separate videos showing how to import a add-on into your planner. There's one video for how to do templates right now. I'm going to share my own setup at some point once I figure out exactly what I'm doing and all of that too. But I wanted to share everything with you guys. Again, you get access to the P2P Vault. There's lots of videos that were released last week, so definitely check that out. The P2P Vault is where you're going to find your mini calendars. You're going to find different covers there. You're going to find cover labels, all sorts of fun goodies to kind of customize your planner even further, make it your own and everything. But I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this planner. I feel like this is the perfect combination of the hub system and the no frills system. And it's so flexible. It can meet you where you're at. It can work for you. It's very quick and easy to customize it, make it work. Maybe 1 month you just need a monthly calendar. You're just so busy and that's all you want to do. Ooh, that's the other thing too. If you use the to done planners, you absolutely can also import them behind a divider. The same way I shared with the 1 month planner and with the daily add-on, you would just import it behind a divider. So maybe 1 month, that's all you want, is you just want your to done planner in there and that's it. That's all you have time for. It just keeps everything organized in one space, gives you that customization. It's amazing. One other trick too before we go that I wanted to share with you, you can export. So say like, let's see, say I'm using my 1 month planner in February, but I feel like I want to change up, let's see, I imported portrait, right? Yes. I want to change up my layout. So I have my hub portrait here. I'm gonna need portrait to get the configurations correct. Okay, so I'm gonna change it to the box layout. I feel like using that this week. What you can do is you can export this page, export it as an image. You can save it to files, or actually, you can just save the image. That would be the easiest thing to do. So say I want to do that, you can create your own inserts, your own templates. Now, they're gonna move around because they're an image on top of your page. But say I have my weekly calendar in here and I just want to use a different layout. So I saved that, I exported the page as an image. I can pull it back in and I can cover this up. Now you can also you can crop off the bottom too if you want. So like, you know, you can either line it up like this, the buttons with the buttons, or I can tap on it, hit crop. I can just crop out this little bottom part with the buttons. And then that way you don't have to worry so much about the buttons like lining up, because the buttons will still work. If you put a sticker on top of a hyperlink, the hyperlink will still work. But as you can see, now my weekly layout has changed. So I was able to layer that image on top of there. So if you have a 1 month planner and you're like, I really feel like switching it up this week, export a page as an image, crop it, plop it on top the same way you would an insert, and you're good to go. And like I said, if you have an image on top of here, you're going to need to have like images turned off or use your photo tool to select and stuff. GoodNotes currently does not have a lock feature. Hopefully they will at some point in the future. They do have a range now, so you can move things back and send things forward. But that's why I like templates so much. You don't have to, like, you can switch it up each week just using the templates. That's why I'm kind of leaning now towards the hub system. I still don't know what I'm gonna do, but you can switch it up every single week. You don't have to worry about inserts, but if you really, really wanted to change it up, that's one way you could do it very easily. So I also wanted to mention that. Maybe I'll do a whole video dedicated to tips and tricks and using inserts and templates and all that, all the tutorials, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this little overview of the brand new Hub 2.0 system. Why is this not working? Oh, because I'm in the landscape. Oh my goodness, I'm tired, you guys. I need to like get some rest tonight. I've been working a lot, but this is the new hub system. So excited to finally have this out and in the wild. I'm just so excited. So I can't wait to see how you guys use this. I can't wait to see what you think. I hope you love it, of course. I've put my heart and soul in these products, and I'm yeah, I'm very proud of them, and I hope you love them, and I hope they're going to make a difference in your lives, help you be more productive, more organized, accomplish your goals. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I want this to be a useful tool that you can use to have fun, of course, but also to, you know, accomplish your goals and feel like you're on top of things, at least some of the time, right? I know I feel like that sometimes, and on the days that I do, I'm very grateful for feeling that way. A lot of days I don't, but that's okay. We just all do the best we can every day, right? So, all right guys, that is it for this one. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch all my future videos, and I will have 1 month planners up very soon for you guys. I will keep you updated on that, but I hope you enjoyed this early new release, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye.